starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jasmine Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back to watch another weekly. If you would like a personal reading or a live coaching session, or you want to work with me with healing, or you would like to purchase a personal tarot reading package, please hop on over to capellawellness.com. There are also links in the description box below to take you straight there. I want to wish you guys a wonderful, transformative, beautiful week. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading. How are you? Hopefully you are doing very, very well. I send you many blessings and much, much love to you at this time. So, Cancer, we're going to check in to see what is going on with you at this time, what obstacles you are facing, what lessons you need to learn from these experiences to help you with your spiritual growth, because that is what this is about. We're then going to see what other guidance Spirit has for you with regards to on how to best navigate these energies, or maybe some surprise of what's coming or something like that. And then we're going to see what's going on with love and relationships for you, right? Cards feel weird. I don't know what that means, but I mean, obviously we kind of know what weird means in a sense, but there's this kind of weird energy. I don't know if there's like something suspenseful is what they're telling me, but we'll see what comes out. Let's see what's going on with you, Cancer. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What is going on with Cancer at this time? Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles. All right, so Cancer, remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else who's watching this. Keep your unhealthy ego at the door. Make sure you're honest with yourself, okay? This is Five of Pentacles. Obviously, I'm getting a few things here. Some of you feel down and out. Maybe there is some financial hardship, or somebody took a hit. Maybe there was a job loss or something like that. Or somebody lost a lot of money on something is what I'm getting. It could be dealing with a business, or maybe you do have a business and you're kind of like, you know what? I've been putting in all this effort. I feel confident about myself, and I feel I'm doing courageous things. I'm taking risks, but I'm not seeing a return of investment. I'm seeing Seven of Pentacles with this as well. The reason why I'm saying that for some of you who have businesses or something, or you're working on a project, the King of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, okay? Or it could be business related, and you're thinking, you know, how am I going to get out of this predicament? Because I'm doing what God has asked me to do. I have this, I'm following my calling. I am, you know, this strong spiritual person, yet I don't see anything in the physical, all right? Because Pentacles are about physical things. So some of you are kind of like, you know, when is this going to be over? Or, you know, I just feel so disappointed. I also see Five of Cups with this, but there's something about maybe you keep getting rejected, or you feel like you, maybe other people go to other people for a guidance, or you're seeing other people who are doing similar to what you're doing, who have similar business to yours. You're seeing them be more successful. I'm hearing for somebody here, they have more subscribers, they have more followers. They're, you know, people are asking them for work, readings, for help, or sales or something like that. Take it how it resonates, okay? But there's this energy here where some of you are like, man, you know what? I'm putting all my effort into this, and you know, taking the lead and doing the hard work, and you know, it's like I'm trying to create this business, and I put a lot of hard work into it, but I'm not seeing anything. There's something about money here with that, all right? And again, that's not for everybody. This is, I'm getting a strong energy with whether it's a business or a project, okay? Or something you've invested in a lot of time and money and hard work into, kind of like heart, mind, soul, like your spirituality is involved in this, something like that. So there's lack here. And some of you are trying to overcome that with this King of Wands, knowing that you've really taken some risks here, and all the risks that you've taken, it's like, okay, I thought, maybe somebody said, just said, with great risk comes great reward. That is true, but there's also a sense where God kind of tests us to see how bad we really want things. With the King of Wands energy, he knows that, things are going to materialize quickly. He has to stay confident and courageous within himself, knowing that whatever he puts his mind to, he's going to manifest, right? And the bigger the manifestation, the longer it takes. There's my cat. So the whole midnight. She's been getting to these readings lately. It's kind of funny. But there's something here where he keeps pushing forward. He still has that mindset, and he's not going to give up here with this King of Wands energy. And even though, there's stuff that's not really going on, he has confidence that his business, his project, whatever he's working on is going to be a success. So maybe for some of you, this is an energy that you need to start embodying with this King of Wands, just persevere. And again, with that line here, this is like Leo energy, but it's also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, where you got to find that light within you and let it shine out of you to give you that drive, that motivation, that ambition to keep going with whatever this is. So if you're focusing too much on the lack, Cancer, you're going to attract more lack into your life. There has to be more of a positive mindset with regards to your finances, regards to your stability and security and the physical. If you keep getting, it's like you feel left out in the cold. Like, it's like, okay, nobody sees me. I'm hearing that for somebody. Like, when are things going to change? This is about change. So, but you have to understand the keys right there, Cancer. All you have to do is lift your head up, walk over, take the key, put it in the keyhole, and walk out the door. It's that simple. And that key is really about that light within you. It's like what they're telling me is that key is that Ace of Wands right here. You have that light within you, to the fire within you to burn away challenges, disappointments, setbacks, rejection. And remember, rejection is protection from the universe, from God. When things don't go well for us and we get rejected from things and we're being placed somewhere where we're not, how do I want to say this? It's kind of like when things aren't working out for you and you feel isolated and you feel alone, and nobody's kind of like in your circle, or things aren't really materializing, it's because God is keeping you from being so much more in the dark. But, if you're feeling that right now, Cancer, you got to get yourself out of that situation. It is up to you. There's no... if you're in a pity party, or you're lacking confidence and you're doubting yourself, you're doubting something, you're worried about the money here, you feel like nobody cares maybe, and there's like this sense of victimization. Why does this always happen to me? I feel so alone. I feel so left out. Like, it's kind of like, you know what I just heard? A universal ghosting. I don't know what the heck that is, but that's what they just told me. A universal ghosting. It's not necessarily ghosting from somebody, but somebody, it's like everybody else seems to be like not interested or doesn't want to be involved or something like this. But you know what I'm getting with this, Cancer? If you're feeling this right now, it's because God is keeping you in the light. And God wants you to go head towards the light. See how there's kind of shadowy right here? The light's right there, and that's where the key is. It's like you can't find the key, but that key is within you, and that's the light within you. You have to bring that out of yourself and get yourself out of the situation. Nobody puts you here but yourself. Okay? That's the cold hard truth here. You can't put blame on other people. You can't put blame on God, stuff like that. When this is going on, this is temporary. You have to understand that this Five of Pentacles energy, with whatever you're dealing with, some lack, some loss, it's temporary. But you have to be the one to get yourself out of that mindset. Again, get up, head towards the light, get that key. It's right there. It's right there. You just got to get your head out from between your knees here, Cancer. You have way more power than you think you do. Way more power than you think you do. This is who you really are. With this confident, courageous person who can do anything, success. This is what your ego is allowing you to believe. Okay? This is not you. And if there's something with financial hardships, it's because God wants to see how bad do you really want it with this King of Wands energy. Because especially if you have a business, things, you know, there's ups and downs. But what I'm getting is that this is going to change. Again, this is change. Things are going to start looking up for you. You just have to persevere and keep going. Yet if you stay in this lack mentality, if you continue to think that you're a victim, guess what? That low vibrational energy that you're in is going to continue to attract that. And understand that when you get rejected, whether it's with a job or it's a school or a person, that means it was not meant for you. It's not part of your destiny. That's not where God wanted you to go. So the better you understand that, the better you will feel and say, oh, you know what? Okay, it's not working out for a reason. I will attest to this with my own business because something majorly shifted and it was like, okay, like what's going on here? Especially if you put ideas in and you take risks and stuff and it doesn't seem to materialize. For me, it's been, okay, well, you know what? I tried this. Maybe this is not the right time. It's going to come later. Or maybe this is just not what God, you know, really wanted me to be doing or something. I needed to learn something from this. I needed to change my mindset. I needed to change my physical state into thinking when I get rejected from something that's the end of the world, that, you know, nothing will come of the situation and that's it. That's what I had to change by have a positive, abundant mindset. Okay. I'm also picking up, Cancer, that this King of Wands is somebody that you're dealing with. Could be a fire sign, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. This is kind of very close to the Emperor energy. This is someone who's gained a lot of spiritual, who's mastered spiritual growth and has incredible, enormous spiritual strength. They've come a long way. They've put in a lot of hard work into building up that confidence and courage to learn how to take risks, to learn how to be fearless. They didn't allow their unhealthy ego get the best of them, because what I'm getting is this person used to lack a lot of confidence, again with this Five of Pentacles. You may have left them out of the cold. Or it could go both ways, where this person kept rejecting you because they didn't feel like they didn't have this success in their life. They didn't feel good about themselves. They weren't confident. They felt like they didn't deserve you, type of thing. And they kind of, their ego, their unhealthy ego, kind of left you out in the cold. They had to deal with a lot of stuff. And what I'm getting is that whoever this is for you, Cancer, they've really leveled up here with this King of Wands. They've really, really leveled up. This person has done a complete 180 here is what I'm hearing. Oh, I heard for somebody specific here, this is not going to resonate with anybody, your person may very well have Chiron and Aries. When you have Chiron and Aries, that is like the worst place for Chiron to be. Chiron is the wounded healer, right? Aries has to do about the self. Confidence, drive, ambition. I'm successful, but somebody else doesn't tell me if I'm going to be successful or not. That comes from me. That comes from the light within me, the light of God here. So somebody here has Chiron and Aries, and this person actually overcame this. They learned from this, and they started to heal from those wounds, especially about the self, because Aries rules the first house. How they view themselves, the identity, who they are in the world. And they're no longer going by what other people say that they are, is what I'm getting with this. So this person has really overcome some stuff. And look, there's the Judgment card after that. Liberation. There's a huge death and rebirth here. This person has heeded the call and they're like, you know what? I feel so free now. I have made some serious decisions on paying off karmic debt too. You know, understanding my lessons in life. My life story was to help me to prepare for what's to come, to get me to learn to be the King of Wands. This person has really freed themselves of their karma. Heeding the call, they woke up. I'm hearing this person is awakened. When somebody gets to the King of Wands energy, the positive side of the King of Wands, that is, they've completed their spiritual journey. They are awakened because this is the most courageous of all the kings and this is the most spiritual. This is the one with the most spiritual strength. Like nobody can dethrone this person right here. And what do you have? Look at the top of the deck. It's the Eight of Wands. Some major shift just happened or is about to happen. Things are going to be changing really, really, really fast. Why did I say? I got the feeling that if you guys are in this energy, whatever this is, something's going to shift and it's going to be fast. Out of the blue. A whole bunch of opportunities, messages, whatever this is coming your way. All right? Could be 8 days, but please do not get caught up in the time frame because I do not like to be the reader who does that because it's all in God's timing, but they wanted me to say that may be for one person. I heard 8 o'clock or 8 hours. That's hilarious. Some of you may be receiving communication from someone. Could very well be this King of Wands. The person has a lot of confidence, even though they... Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. For somebody here, your person, even though they might get rejected when they come in with this communication because they know it's been a while, they don't care because they are that confident that whatever happens, they're not going to go back to who they used to be. They're not going to run. They're not going to just disappear. If you say something to them, that might be a little bit harsh, but keep in mind here, if you're going to come at this person with the Queen of Swords energy in the reverse, you're not coming from a divine feminine place. You're going back to being distorted if you do that. Okay? But this person is prepared for this. I'm hearing I'm prepared for the unknown. I'm prepared for anything that happens, that comes my way when I communicate, when I come forward. This is also the visitor coming out of the blue card. So maybe this King of Wands is going to be that bold. It's like, be bold and make the first move. Maybe they heard that message and they're saying, you know what? I'm going to go do this. Come hell or high water. This person is very secure in themselves. And they did not have that before. And they feel guilty for kind of leaving you out the cold the way that they did. But that was because they needed to work on themselves. And so did you, Cancer. But this communication is going to cause some major shifts. There are a lot of major shifts going on, guys. And if this doesn't have to do with a person, you have to get into alignment with what it is that you really want. Get out of stagnant energy. Take action. Stop sitting there having a pity party, Cancer. You got to do something about it. You have this within you. You really do. You just have to embody it. You got to do something. Delays are over with this Eight of Wands. You can't be sitting there. Woe is me. Nothing ever goes right for me. More things are not going to go right for you, Cancer. If you sit in this Five Pentacles energy, my guides are telling me you got to get off your ass and start taking some action here. This is taking action. Take the lead in your life. Do something. Find that personal power within you because you have all this fire within you. You may have fire in your chart and you just haven't really tapped into that. You may have like fire as your north node or your rising or something. Leo, perhaps, or Aries or something like that. It doesn't have to be though. But there's something here that you got to tap into, Cancer. If you're just sitting around, like, I just feel so low. That's not you. It is not you. This is totally taking action like now, because the conditions are right for things to change for you. But in order for you to see change in your life, especially with love, jobs, whatever this is, you have to be the change you wish to see, Cancer. It is not going to be up to anybody else but you. And God's not going to come in to help you until you get out of this. This is too low vibrational for God to actually come in and save you. You got to meet God, your guides or angels, halfway. And that's why we have this energy right here. But yeah, for others of you, you've been waiting a while. It's kind of like things really haven't been working out. And some of you are like, okay, you know, this kind of sucks, but I'm just going to keep doing what I got to do. And things shift real fast for you. Okay? Look who's at the Queen of Wands. You got to get in alignment with that light that you have. Confidence and courage, being strong, understanding that you are this very charismatic, a very jovial, you know, person. There's excitement here. When she shines her light, all these wonderful things happen and shifts happen. She's able to manifest miracles because she believes in them. She knows that being in this energy is not going to do her any good. She also embodies the energy of the King of Wands. We have counterparts here, okay? There's a lot of fire, like I said. There's a lot of fire. Look, I said don't be the Queen of Swords. You have to be and the reverse. Be the light of the Queen of Swords. The divine side of the Queen of Swords. Head, heart, balance. Okay? Cut out what doesn't serve you. You know what that is. You got to cut this out of your life if you want things to change. You have to be smart about it. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Put a little bit of practicality and logic into this. But understand you got to see the humor in things. When you get rejected, you think about it and you get clarity. You're very wise to understand that when things don't happen for you, it's for a reason. Because again, she knows, all of these queens and the king, they know that rejection is protection. That this is temporary. That they have the power to get themselves out of that energy. Oh, there's the Lover's card. It's like some of you, with things shifting, for those of you where your person is coming back and they're communicating with you, could be showing up at your door. I heard ding dong. It's because you have been this energy of Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands. Making sure that whatever ideas that you are given by God, you make a plan and you take action. You communicate your truth. You speak your truth. You don't fuck around. You're not afraid to say what is on your mind. You're not afraid to say what your spirit guides, your angels, what God wants you to convey to others. You don't tolerate any bullshit. You don't tolerate excuses from people, let alone yourself. And when you need to be a little bit blunt, you are blunt. But you still come from a place of love. You're still this like loving, charismatic person with all of this energy. There's so much energy coming from whoever this is, Cancer. This is beautiful energy. Someone's really in their power right now. And that's why this person feels it from you too. You're getting all this confidence and courage within yourself. Staying in your path of truth, your person feels it too. And that's why they're coming forth with this communication. That's why they're not afraid of being rejected anymore. They know they have to come forward with this. Holy cow. That was way more than I thought I was going to channel, but that's what they wanted me to say. Let's see what the obstacle here is with this. Thank you. Eight of Pentacles. And oh, look, wasn't I talking about the Emperor? There's the Aries energy right there. I'm getting strong confirmation that somebody here, it's either you or your person, has Chiron and Aries, okay? So, the Divine Masculine showing up. The Emperor is showing up, okay? But what we have here is, with the obstacles, some of you have a hard time really finding your personal power. It's exactly what I was channeling. Your confidence, your courage, being stable and solid in your own right, like understanding that you cannot be phased, that nobody can take you off of your throne. You are the ruler of your empire here. But for some of you, there's this issue where you just can't find that personal power. You're not taking control of the situation. Some of you have issues with taking control of your life and getting yourself out of the Five of Pentacles. Again, it's a choice, Cancer. If you're in this energy, it's a choice whether you stay here or not. We are the ones who put ourselves in this victimization. We're the ones who allow ourselves to be downhearted and having full of doubt and lack of confidence. There might even be an illness here for some of you. Some of you like could be very depressed and it's really wreaking havoc on your health here. You really got to shift out of that. Okay? But that's up to you. You need to take the lead here. You need to take some sort of action. You really have to take control of the situation, no matter how difficult it is. But again, we have the Emperor energy here. Some of you have a hard time embodying your divine masculine side. You're coming from distorted masculine, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. With this really serious low self-esteem and this pity energy here, that is a very distorted feminine, very distorted masculine. Some of you really need to boost your masculine energies here. It's out of alignment. You have to start working on embodying this Emperor energy here. There's like a lack of follow-through, scattered energies. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who's a controlling person. Maybe there's an ancestral pattern with a father who's an Aries, perhaps, or a father who's a fire sign, because we saw the King of Wands, where you need to heal some father wounds, a very controlling father or father-like figure. That's for somebody specific. Remember to take what resonates, because not everything's going to be for everyone. But you got to be honest with yourself here. So there's somebody who needs to be doing some inner work here on healing their masculine side, but also healing from some, doing some father healing. Something about a father's lineage here. Okay. But, yeah, guys, like some of you, you really have to start being more dedicated to working towards what it is that you want to be doing here. This could even be, this is someone who is very controlling, very authoritative, someone who just works and works and works and works and works and doesn't take any breaks. That could very well be why somebody here is really not well with this Five of Pentacles. And again, with the King of Wands that we saw, the shadow side of that guy, that's control. There might be somebody, it seems like there's somebody here who's just working night and day. Night shifts, day shifts, you're taking on people's shifts. There's something about money. You're working so hard because something happened with money, or you feel like you're not going to have enough. Somebody's afraid of being poor, I just heard. Maybe you were poor in a past life, or you were poor as a kid. I don't know. That's coming in for somebody. Okay. But there's someone here who is doing way too much work at a job or working too hard on the business. You're overdoing it, is what I heard, because you have a fear of lack. God is your only source and supply. You do not have to do everything and anything to make money. If you get into alignment, you get out of yourself, this lack mentality thing, you know, even if you have a financial hardship, if you get yourself out of that mentality, things are going to shift for you. The abundance will come in. You can't force it. So somebody here is working too much, whether it's at a job or it's at a business or your own business. I'm not saying that you can't put hard work into it, but if you're burning yourself out and it's causing you to feel ill, that is where you're getting into distorted energies. That is not healthy. You could be dealing with a boss who's very controlling and, you know, they don't give you any time off. Okay? Maybe they're the ones who are causing you to work crazy hours or work like 60 hours a week or something. That's not healthy either, Cancer. Your boss does not control you. Your boss does not, they're not your source and supply. Your job is not your source and supply, Cancer, if this is resonating with you. God is. God's the only one. He provides for everybody else, right? Look at nature. And yeah, there are animals and stuff that don't need much, but God still provides for them. Even when the weather changes, even when, you know, the climate's crazy and you go through hurricanes and storms and blizzards, God somehow provides for those animals. So there's somebody here who's getting very complacent and just overworking themselves. It's repetitive. It's cyclical. You're doing it over and over and over again. And the others of you, if it's not about a job or something like that or a business, you are not tapping into your personal power. Your energies are all over the place. You got to embody your Emperor, your divine masculine energies here. And again, there's something about money. This is also somebody keeps getting rejected by their divine masculine over and over and over again, and you're not stepping into your power to put an end to this. Let me tell you, Cancer, I went through that very same thing with my divine masculine. I felt like saddened. I was like, really? Again? But the first time? Okay, fine. Second, third, fourth, fifth times? For her, I lost count. Not that it matters. That was my fault. That I allowed that to happen over and over and over again. Eight of Pentacles, the shadow side is repetition. Doing it over and over again. Getting complacent. That's exactly what I did. Until I found my power and said, I need to put a stop to this. And I did. Maybe this divine masculine is very charismatic, very attractive. They're very charming. You know, there's a lot of sexual energy with the Emperor and the King of Wands. So if you're dealing with somebody who's like that, be very careful, because they may be coming to you for that one thing, and you know what that is. So some of you need to stop that pattern, stop the behavior. It's time to take your power back, for sure. For sure. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, there's no follow through. You're not keeping your eye on the prize. There's something about not working on your healing. Okay, this is not doing the inner work. That's what I was talking about. You're not doing the work to achieve self-mastery. You have to stick to your plans. You have to stay committed to doing your inner work. Some of you, you're dropping the ball here. Some of you are dropping the ball. You're not staying dedicated to working towards, you know, what's it called? Balancing your masculine and your feminine here. Some of you feel like you're inflexible or not disciplined. With that Emperor there, you're not committing yourselves to what it is that you know you need to do. You got to put in the hard work. The hard work has to be applied to your self-mastery, not your job. Somebody needs to hear that, okay? You got to be working on your well-being, your health, your ascension, transformation process. There's procrastination with this Page of Pentacles. You got to set some goals. Some of you are not learning from your mistakes with this Page of Pentacles. That's why you keep doing it over and over and over again. There's something about continuously getting rejected or dealing with a boss or dealing with divine masculine, and you're like, you feel so down and out because of it, but that's because you're allowing that to happen, Cancer. I know, again, I've been through this. Everything shifted for me when I took my personal power back. Again, with the Eight of Wands, everything shifted when I did that, and everything changed. That's why, for those of you who've done the work, because you were the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, and you kept at it, your masculine, your person felt it, and now they're coming forward because they have the confidence too. You can't expect somebody to give you what you're desiring, Cancer, if you are Five of Pentacles, if you're doubting yourself, if you have no confidence whatsoever, if there's a pity party. Other people don't like that. There could very well be your masculine doesn't like seeing that about you. So it's kind of like, I'm not dealing with that type of person. And especially if your masculine doesn't have that either, that just makes it worse for them. There's no way a harmonious union can happen when both of you have no power there within yourselves. So some of you, you're not learning your mistakes from this. All right? You got to stop procrastinating. You have to do the work to achieve self-mastery. If you are a divine counterpart, it is necessary to do that alone, in solitude. And that usually includes having no 3D communication or interaction with your masculine whatsoever. Because it takes your attention away from keeping the eye on the prize, which is you, working on you. Doing what you love, working your dharma, doing things that you love to do, getting excited about the new, learning a new skill perhaps with the Page of Pentacles, learning how to do things differently, learning how to level up, working with a coach or somebody, how to build that confidence and how to stay committed and work on what it is you need to work on. But some of you, you're not doing that. And there's no judgment, of course, because guys, I didn't start doing my work until 3 years after I met my masculine. So, I'm not perfect. But I finally did it. I had to stop repeating the same cycles of him doing this. But that was my own doing. Accountability, guys. Accountability is important here. For others of you, with this person who's coming back, as said, this person has done a lot of work to achieve Emperor status. I talked about they've completed their spiritual journey because now they're fully embodying the divine masculine Christ energy. They know their role as a divine masculine Christ, as the ultimate provider and protector. Your person knows that they need to take the lead, that they are now going to lead this connection because that is their God-given role. They could be very successful. They could have their own business here. People look up to them. They could be like a prominent figure here. They did a tremendous amount of work to get to here. And as I said, even though when they come with communication, there's any chance of rejection, they're like not worrying about that anymore. It's not going to faze them because they're freaking in their power with this energy. They put in a lot of hard work. They also put in a lot of hard work into whatever they're offering you, whatever communication they're presenting you with. They worked a lot of hours. They put in a lot of time and effort and dedication into whatever it is that they're coming forth with. All right. And as I said, communication, right? I forgot about the Page of Pentacles already. They put in a lot of work into what they're going to say to you. But they needed to make sure that they had this incredible amount of personal power and confidence, this ambition, this drive, this fortitude, this willpower. It's like, I have to do this. But they are so strong and stable now that even if there is a chance of being left out in the cold, by you or being rejected by you again, that's not going to faze them. But there's a confidence level, though, because they feel that that's not going to happen. Because, again, some of you are vibrating at that Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords energy. You have a balance between that. You are very powerful divine feminine, but who's embodying a true divine feminine, who also exhibits compassion and unconditional love for herself, for her masculine, and for other people. And patience. All right? So because you're in that power, feminine, your masculine's feeling that, and that you are actually helping them get that confidence to come forward and communicate. But they've spent quite a bit of time crafting up something. Again, it could even be a small offer or something like that, an invitation to something. But it's working hard on what they're going to say to you, and it's also working hard on whatever offer they're going to present you. They really took their time, okay? This is mastery here. Very detailed. There's something here that they put a lot of detail into, whether it's whatever they're going to say to you or an offer or both. Okay? All right. Let's see what the lesson here is. What lesson is Cancer learning? Jesus. My guides don't mess around. The Hierophant. The Hermit. Look at all the major arcana. The Nine of Swords. The Seven of Swords. The Seven of Cups. There's 2 7s here. We have 2 5s, 2 7s, 2 9s. Okay. The King of Cups. The 5 of Wands. There's 3 5s there. Major change. And the Page of Cups. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the 2 of Pentacles. The overall of what this lesson is teaching you is to really set your priorities straight, Cancer. And for some of you, it's putting yourselves first. And I know for a lot of you, this tends to come up in your readings, okay? It's not selfish to do that. You can't keep giving away your power. Some of you are like, I got to put it into this. Nope. And then you don't. Maybe your masculine comes back around and, oh, maybe this is going to work out this time. And then they reject you again. Then there's a separation. And then your masculine comes back around. Oh, maybe it's going to work out again. The same shit happens. Trust me, guys. I've been through this. This is probably why you landed in my sector of the universe, so that I can be an example to you of to do not what I did. So I could be an example of telling you what not to do, because I don't want anybody to do what I did. I went back and forth too, okay? I'm being completely vulnerable here, because I wouldn't be doing my job if I wouldn't be teaching you guys from experience. I knew what I had to do. I knew I had to walk away from my divine masculine, and I had a hard time, especially even when we separated. I was doing my work. And then he would come back, and then I'd stop doing my work. And then the same shit happened again. Again, repetitive cycles with the Eight of Pentacles there. Same crap, guys. Some of you are going through that same thing. Again, no judgment here, because I've been there if you're resonating with this. I had to take matters into my own hands and stop being wishy-washy. I had to stop flipping between the decision whether to take my personal power back or give it back away, especially with my masculine, even with jobs, because for some of you, it could be jobs too. It could be all of the above, okay? But this has got to go. You need to pick one pentacle and stick to it. Again, with that Page of Pentacles we saw, keep your eye on the prize. Your eye on the prize should be your self-work. It should be laying a foundation to what it is that you want to build, so you can build something masterful. If you have an unstable foundation, there's no way you can build anything on top of that, let alone a relationship with somebody. The foundation is crap. If it's all sand and mud, there's no way you're going to build a house on that, right? That structure is going to fall. Whatever it is going to fall. There's strong stability right here and security with the Emperor. So some of you have to stop going back and forth. Change is inevitable. You know you need to change. We've talked about change. There's a transition happening here. And for some of you, you need to start working on you and staying committed to that. Even if the divine masculine comes back around, you speak your piece if your person is still coming from a distorted energy, and you keep moving forward. Don't repeat the same mistakes. All right. Hierophant. Letting go of those false beliefs about yourself, creating your own belief system. This is you connecting with God. This is my direct line of communication card. Look how happy and jovial this guy is. He sees the humor in the situation. He actually laughs at the fact that when he gets rejected or something doesn't work out for him, he laughs about it. That's actually kind of crazy, guys, but that's something that I learned how to do. I'm like, oh, well, that didn't work out? Oh, man. And then I find something comical about it. And God and I have a talk, and we laugh about it, and I move forward. Because at the end of the day, I know that whatever I got rejected from, whatever wasn't panning out, there's a reason. And I find other things for me to align myself with. I make sure that I have that direct line of communication with God, because even, and it's happened, guys, like, I'd be like, man, you know what? Like, what's going on here? I've been putting in all this hard work, and then, like, what's happening? I thought I would be here. But then I talk to God, I reconnect with God, and then we have this conversation, and I make sure that I'm talking to my guides, my angels, and as long as I follow my divine guidance and I'm being obedient, I'm going to be okay. And then I feel this. That way I am not going to be in this for longer than 2 minutes. All right? Because when I was doing my work, I would be like disappointed and be like, man, you know what? I want to give up. Like, what's going on here? Losing my self-esteem, losing my confidence in my abilities. And then I would stay in that energy for too long. But nowadays, if that creeps up, I get back to here real fast. But that takes a lot of Eight of Pentacles. It takes a lot of inner work to get there. So some of you have to overcome these false beliefs about yourself and stop listening to society. Stop conforming to society. Having a particular job or having amount of money in the bank does not make you the emperor, does not make you successful and powerful. It doesn't. It's who you are on the inside that does. It's his personal power that makes him powerful. Not his job, not his home, not the money. None of that. Emperor is really closely connected to God here. That's where he gets his power from. That's where he gets his success from. It comes from God. It comes from no place else but from God, which is why the emperor is the way that he is, and all the other queens and kings, because God is the one who's the resource and supply. God's the one who provides the success, the abundance, all of that. It comes from no other place but God. And that's why some of you need to align yourself with that. It's part of a big lesson that some of you are starting to learn or need to learn. There could be something with religious factors here, or some sort of societal conditioning, all right? That's keeping you, some of you, in this Five of Pentacles energy. You got to let go of that. Trust me, guys, I've been through this. It's not easy when you're starting to kind of create your own belief systems, and you're kind of taking a little bit here and there, and you're starting to create your own thing, and then you get to this state right here. But having that direct line of communication with God is really important. That's from my experience, that's the guidance that I give. That's what my guides and my angels want me to teach. This was what really shifted everything for me. I had a connection with God, but not what I thought it was supposed to be, because again, that was based on my Catholic religion, my upbringing. Not to knock on the Catholic religion, but you know what I'm trying to say here. But I started to realize what a true connection with God was, and I found that within myself. And let me tell you, that relationship with God there, that shifted so much for the better, it has changed my life drastically. And even when the going gets tough, the tough gets going, and I still have God there, because I know God doesn't forsake me or abandon me. But I have to maintain that connection. I have to be in alignment with that entity. So maybe for some of you, this is about learning how to do that. Life brings a lot of challenges and changes, the 5 here. But it's to get us to learn. Without change, we become complacent. We don't learn anything. We don't grow. We don't evolve. And then it gets boring. 8 of Pentacles is also a boring card. Nothing exciting happens when we get complacent and we're not going through the challenges or the changes. Maybe you're dealing with a Taurus, or there's some Taurus energy here, but it doesn't have to be that. And now we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. Paying attention to the details, right? Really doing some soul searching and saying, you know what, why am I repeating these behaviors? Why do I keep losing my self-esteem? Why do I allow myself to be rejected? Really do some inner work. Really go meditate. Go within, get to center, and ask yourself those questions. This is the start to like doing that shadow work. When you're doing your soul searching, understanding what the true meaning of life is. That's what the Hierophant is also. Having God help you navigate through that labyrinth of life. I don't know which way to go. This is crazy. All these twists and turns. How am I going to get out of this? God gets you out of that. But when that happens, you have to isolate yourself from the chaos and be like, look within yourself. What do I need to learn from my life's experiences? Understanding that that light comes from within you, following your light. It's the lantern there. It's your destiny. It's the star card that's in that lantern there. I talked about following the light, did I not? It's in this card right here. The light is always there. It is your choice to be in the dark, Cancer. She's in the dark, but look at her face. She's content. She's at peace because that brilliance is shining out of her because she feels that within her. She sees that light within herself. And even when she's surrounded by darkness, she doesn't give a shit. She knows she's always guided by the light of God, which is why I talked about with the Knight of Wands. I mean, the King of Wands. The King of Wands has that Ace of Wands. It's the light of God. That's what's going to lead you to your life's purpose. That's what's going to lead you to your heart's desires. But you have to really understand that all these things that happen in your life are for a reason. And even, you know, some of you might be afraid of being alone if you're afraid to really let go of your divine masculine here. But God does his greatest work in solitude. You do your greatest work in solitude. Someone who's healed and who's attained some incredible power on their own is a force to be reckoned with. It's the Emperor. The Emperor is a force to be reckoned with here. This is what God wants you to really understand. You become impenetrable when you do all of this soul searching, all this inner work on your own. With the help of your guides, your angels, maybe some other human that could help you with this. But there's no hand-holding with the Hermit card. Again, God is ultimately going to be the one to work with you on this. And that's why I said when you're being rejected and like, or maybe you're losing friends or jobs or whatever, God is removing all of the low vibrational stuff so that that stuff does not interfere with your ascension process, with your light work on yourself, with your healing, with your with doing the inner work. God needs to have God needs to have all of that cleared before he can really do the work on you. But again, you have to meet God halfway so that he can start doing the harder work on you. You have no idea what God does to you in solitude, what he is working on. He puts in a lot of crazy hard work as long as you are putting in the work for yourself. 9 of Swords. What are you worrying about? What are you stressing about? Some of you guys, you gotta just take it easy. Connect with God. Meditate. These are like meditation cards right here. Just get to center. There's a lot of stress and anxiety and worry with, you know, your stress, illness, It's working too hard for somebody. You're going through a lot right now. You're close to the Ten of Swords here. And you know what, Cancer? They told me to look at the bottom of the deck. There it is. If you don't start setting yourself first as a priority, you will go from the 9 to the 10. Okay? You're not alone. I said some of you are afraid of being alone. If you're in a divine counterpart connection, guys, it's a requirement for you to do the work alone. You build that power by yourself. All you need is God. You don't need anybody else. And let me tell you, when you get to that state, you become impenetrable. You are, again, a force to be reckoned with. Nobody could take you down. Even when a monkey wrench gets thrown at you, you utilize that monkey wrench and put it in your toolbox. It doesn't derail you. It doesn't throw you off. It doesn't lower your vibration. It doesn't affect your confidence. Nothing. It does nothing to you because you are so freaking stable and solid here. You've built that foundation for yourself that you could have a volcano, you know, explode and it wouldn't phase you. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I don't know why they told me about a volcano, but it's like the palm tree in hurricanes. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have seen those videos. Do the palm trees go anywhere? Nope. That's the type of strength and stability and permanence that God wants you to have. If you get into this energy, it's scattered energy. It really tanks you. You fall into an abyss. You're so close to the Ten of Swords, Cancer, and God does not want you to get to the Ten of Swords. And being alone, you're not alone. You have the help of your guides, your angels, your ancestors. It's everybody who's above you. As above, so below. You have your spirit team to support you here. But you're not looking up. Instead of crying about it, instead of putting your head in your hands like, I don't want to be alone, I don't want to do this, this is too stressful, you have to change these hands that you're putting your head in into this prayer. Okay? Stop doing this and start doing this. Again, with the Hierophant card right here. Pray about it. Ask God for help. Ask your angels. They can't do that until you ask. However, when you get that divine guidance, you need to listen to what they're saying, even if it's difficult. And some of you are being told to walk away from your masculines, and some of you don't want to do it. But you know what? This cycle is going to repeat. I cannot tell you any different. There's this really, this heavy sense of hopelessness here. But guys, you have the power to get out of this. Seven of Swords, stop deceiving yourselves. Some of you are lying to yourselves. Or you're lying to others. You're wearing a mask. Your person's wearing a mask. You know it. This is not pleasant energy. This has to stop. Again, you want things to get better here. This type of energy has to stop. Negative thinking. Somebody is being very sneaky with you. Trying to get away with murder. I tend to say that with this card. It doesn't have to be literal, but you know what that means. This person could very well take your swords. You say words to them and they flip them around and then they throw them back at you and you're the one who gets defeated and you're like, wait, what just happened? And then what happens? The person's like, I win, and they run away. Into the night. They even have their freaking hoodie on. Oh, okay. I just flipped the script on Cancer. I'm gonna go leave. Goodbye. Right? This is the energy I get with this Seven of Swords. But if you're dealing with this energy, what did I say? Rejection is protection. God's trying to get you away from deceptive energy, from low vibrational energy. If you are trying to become your true divine self, this type of energy cannot be in your energetic space. Whether it's with your masculine or a job or all of the above, or other people even. And that's why God cut so many people out of my life. And yeah, it got tough at some point just being in solitude. I have my son with me, but I don't socialize really, unless I'm doing my lives and I'm working with clients or something. I have no physical social life where I don't go out hang out with anybody anymore. God cut all of that out of my life because God needed me to be in a more high vibrational state. So if you're dealing with this, if people who are doing this to you, right, you got to cut that out. Maybe you continuously, you're getting betrayed on, or somebody's cheating on you or something like that. Or maybe you're cheating on somebody else. It could go both ways. Cancer, take what resonates, but be honest with you. This is low vibrational behavior. Okay. But a lot of you have to stop thinking negatively here. You really have to change your mindset. You really have to be honest with yourself with this. And if you know somebody's wearing a mask or somebody is being, deceptive towards you, you got to cut that energy out. Yep, Seven of Cups, confusion, illusions. It's like you're getting tempted. You're getting caught up in the material world. You're getting caught up in this person, in the job, the money, whatever this is. You keep trying to choose a cup, but the next cup that you choose is a cup of poison, not a cup of the divine love of God. And you keep repeating this same cycle, Cancer. You keep picking this cup of poison instead of picking the cup that God wants you to take. The one that God is giving you, not what the 3D world is giving you. You have to take the cup, the Ace of Cups that God is giving you. That's what some of you are not doing yet. Some of you are listening to people outside of yourselves. Going to social media or looking up things, thinking that, that's going to be the answer, and it's not. I will say this, though. I've been noticing a lot from the people that I work with, and the ones who are on my lives, mainly. Not the people I work with, because the people I work with, they're working with me, nobody else. But when I've been noticing in the live sessions that there are other readers who are giving them quote unquote misinformation. There's something about the manipulation of the reading. I was actually talking about this with a client last night. I've been picking up very heavily. I could feel it now that when some cards come up and a reader reads something, they hesitate a little bit and they change. I pick up on what they're picking up on and then they change the meaning. There are readers who do that, especially if they're trying to be all fluffy and unicorn. I was going to say unicorns and pancakes. I had pancakes today. But anyway, unicorns and butterflies and puppies. They want to please people. They want to have the positive readings. You cannot have positivity without negativity. So if you're dealing with that, Cancer, be very, very careful who else you are getting your guidance from. Especially if your gut says something to you otherwise. Trust your gut. But watch the unhealthy ego coming in there. But there's something about some of you going outside of yourselves, and it could very well be other readers or something like that with whatever social platform, and they're telling you one thing and then something else comes in, but the other thing that comes in, it's the truth, that you need to do something or stop doing something. And some of you are avoiding that. Again, Two of Pentacles going back and forth. If you know you need to do the work, Cancer, you got to do the work. It's been coming up in your readings and it's coming up again here. Stop getting distracted. This is also procrastination. No more procrastinating. King of Cups. Listen to your intuition and trust it. You have to also have compassion for yourself and for others. It's a time to master your emotions. Don't let your emotions drive everything, Cancer, because that can happen. Have that head-heart balance. Make sure your head is communicating with your heart. But when your heart's completely clear, like the King of Cups' heart is, a clear heart chakra, That's because he's tapping into the Ace of Cups, the divine love of God, because he's in communication with God all the time. Okay? That helps him to be in a very peaceful, unconditionally loving state. He doesn't deal with drama. If drama, appears in his life, he knows what to do. He knows how to stable himself emotionally. He doesn't add to the drama. He pulls away from it. And he makes sure his energies, his emotions are stable. Okay? You may be dealing with a water sign. There's a lot of signs here, but again, it could be just based off of your charts, guys. You have to understand that through pain and suffering comes great wisdom. When you understand that people are going through battles you know nothing about, and you don't have to know about it, you have compassion for them. Because some people are dealing with a lot of shit and you have no idea, and they're hurting inside, and they may not show that to you. They may project that out to you. But this King of Cups knows that there are a lot of challenges, especially nowadays in the world. Some people are so distorted, they don't even know what to do with themselves. And he understands that. And he has compassion for these people because he knows with his energies of unconditional love and compassion, his light, his heart space, his divine state is actually helping the collective. That's what we're here to do. Because if he gets into King of Cups in the reverse, and he's being reserved, and he's like, no, I don't, unconditional love, what is that? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to forgive people. I'm not going to have compassion for people. That actually does damage to the collective. It does. We need to be doing more of this. So that could be a hard lesson for some of you. Even though somebody keeps rejecting you, you got to learn to love him anyway. Because the reason why this person is doing this is because of some other stuff that I said. This person's having their own battles to deal with. You cannot fault them for doing that. And you can't judge them either. This person doesn't judge, period. Because he knows he's not God. He's a child of God. He has that love within himself. But he knows he's not God. So, with this type of energy here, he understands, has a better understanding of what people are going through. He may not know exactly, but he has an idea because he's very intuitive. And so because of that, he has compassion and he forgives those who reject him. He forgives those who have him go through pain and suffering. Because the only way to heal through that is through unconditional love. That is the only thing that's going to heal every wound. Somebody's beating themselves up, or there's competition. For some of you who are dealing with a business or a job, learning about competition, the only competition is yourself, Cancer. You're working really, really hard to get a promotion or to get something here, but you're expending your energies and you're causing yourself to feel ill. 5 of Pentacles and 9 of Swords, that is not the right way to go about doing it. Again, the only competition you have in this earthly plane is yourself. Nobody else. Don't compare yourself to others. And with whatever chaos is going around in your life, you have to maintain your center. You might have people who are clamoring over you, trying to get the top of the corporate ladder or something. This is for some of you, not for all of you. Or competition with another female or something, or another male in a relationship. Why are you doing that? When you need to find that power within yourself. If you're trying to one-up somebody, if you're trying to look better than somebody else, just to keep somebody, and you're doing all these backhanded things, these deceptive things. We did see the 7 of Swords here, the 7 of Cups. This is not good energy. If you're doing that, trying to keep somebody around. Again, that's low vibrational. That's coming from a distorted feminine, distorted masculine. you're trying to get ahead or something like that, or trying to look better than somebody else, but it's not working for you, then stop doing it. Because you're not being your authentic self. Anything that has anything to do with inauthenticity is not of the light. And when you're not in the light, then all of these negative things happen. So we got to release ourselves from this Five of Wands. There's a lot of challenges here. Again, it's another 5. I said there's 3 5s here. This challenging situation here, Cancer, is one of your greatest teachers. And if this is your masculine that you're dealing with this, that's bringing about this very difficult challenge, this is chaos, this is conflict here, that person is your greatest teacher. Page of Cups, listen to your intuition. Don't be afraid of it. There is a lot of inner child wounds with you, your person, all the above, that need to be healed. A lot of you have to really work on healing the inner child. And I did say there's something with father healing. The situation that you're in is stemming from your father's lineage or just your interaction with your father or some father figure. You need to heal from this. Okay. There's this energy here where you have to really listen to your gut and you have to follow your dreams. What is it that you want to do? Some of you, there's something very artistic. You're very musical. You sing, you dance, you write music, you play music, you paint, you draw, whatever this is. Creativity. You got to tap into your creative energies, guys. That's what also helps you to heal. Embodying that through true divine feminine. There's a lot of feminine masculine balancing here that needs to be worked on. You know, and if you're, you know, expecting communication or more loving, more honest communication from somebody, but you're not being honest with yourself and they're not in the place to do that, then you have to walk away and really start working on you, on your healing. You can't force anybody to tell you how they feel. You can't force anybody to stay in a relationship. That's being really controlling with this Emperor here and the King of Wands. Okay. Yeah, like 3 major arcana there. For the others of you, there's a big change coming. There's a transition here. Somebody is no longer being wishy-washy. And this is what I'm coming for. Look what's hiding. I knew it. It's a Temperance card. I knew it. They told me just the Temperance card is there. So I was talking about balancing masculine feminine energies. Live in moderation, you guys. Healing. Pay attention to that. So this masculine here, this Emperor, is no longer being wishy-washy. They know that change is inevitable. They do want this change, but they know they need to take the lead on it. They don't want to be in, you know, living life without you, living a life of regret and shame and sorrow. They know they rejected you. They know you both left each other out in the cold, whatever this is. They can't stay in that. So they have to take their power and stop going back and forth with this decision and take the lead, make that decision and come forward, because they know that they need to put their feelings first. They need to put what it is that they want in the front burner and stop going back and forth on what it is that they want. Again, taking risks. They want some serious commitment. Some of them want marriage here because they know this is a very deep spiritual connection. This is ordained by God. God has been telling them, hey, masculine, you can go ahead and do this. I have your back. The universe has your back. Your divine masculines, angels, ancestors, everybody is supporting him with this because they know he's been kind of hesitant because he wants to do it right this time. God's telling him it's time to come out of hermit mode, masculine. It's time to come out of isolation. I'm hearing you are ready. That's the Emperor card. High energy. This person is ready to take action. You're ready, masculine. You've done your work. You understand who you really are. This person has done a lot of soul searching to the point where they've reconnected with God and they've built a strong relationship with God again. They're like, I can't be in this Nine of Swords anymore. I can't keep continuing to believe that this is hopeless. But there is a lot of regret and shame here, as I said. A lot of remorse. But God was like, you know what? We are here for you. We understand. We are going to help you with this. Okay? Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups. Yeah, they're shameful for, you know, how they were wearing a mask. They weren't being honest with their feelings. They have a lot of love for you. He's the most loving of the kings here. He loves very, very deeply, has a lot of strong emotions for you, Cancer. But he knows that he kept it in for too long. And he pretended like he didn't feel anything for you. But that's because he kept running away. Why he kept rejecting you? Because this connection, this love was so strong. It's like, what is this? It's like he really felt it from his heart space, and it would hurt. Because you know how sometimes you look and love somebody so much that like you feel that kind of pain there, but it's kind of like a good pain. That's what this person was feeling. And he didn't understand that at the beginning. He was like, what is this? But God was showing him the type of love that he was feeling, because it was coming from God through him and coming from the feminine too. So this person knew that they were like, I can't keep lying to myself, and I can't keep lying to Cancer. This is not going to work. And every time you probably expressed your love to your person, and then he threw something at you that was like, what did you just say? And then dropped off, it's because he was scared. This person is scared to love again, is what I'm hearing. Seven of Cups. This person is no longer procrastinating. They need to come clean. They need to speak the truth here. They know that, oh my God, they know that if they don't, that somebody else is going to come around. Probably. Maybe they've been getting messages. They have to stop acting cowardly. That's why, I don't know what card fell. Hold on, it's the Seven of Cups. They were acting cowardly before because they were afraid of those emotions. I'm also hearing there was child trauma with your person too, with this Page of Cups. They had to heal from what happened in their childhood, and they've done that. Some of them have done that. They knew they had to stop working, you know, being cowardly here. Whenever you caught them in a lie, they backed out. They didn't know how to deal with it. They knew that you were telling the truth, and they were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I got caught. Okay, but this person wants to make things right with you. They're also secretly planning something. They've also been strategizing a lot. I said working hard on how to come forward and express their emotions to you in a way that wasn't done before, and to not be afraid of doing that. Okay? Not only have they been strategically planning how to communicate with you, right? Because they see you as their dream. They have all these dreams and aspirations and goals with you. They got caught up in the material world. They thought the grass was greener on the other side. They thought that work was more important. They thought that these other cups were important. When they realized that the cup that was given to them by God was you, it was also part of their healing. And that's what they didn't choose, and they realize that now. And that's why they're figuring out a way at how to really communicate this, and also to overcome this procrastination, because there's strong energy of procrastination here. And also coming clean with telling you about these misunderstandings. Like, I know that I had these hostilities towards you. There were these issues here. I felt this was a challenge, but this person is going to tell you they had to overcome those challenges because there was a lot that they were dealing with. And again, there is communication coming in from this person. There is a lot of love here. This is something new for this person, because they've never really expressed their true feelings, like true deep feelings, to anybody. So you're going to be the first one to actually receive this message, this very heartfelt, loving, honest message from somebody who's coming from a divine masculine energy, okay? This person does have a tremendous amount of love for you, Cancer. I'm hearing you might be dealing with a Pisces. Somebody who's got Pisces with Chiron in Aries. And Taurus. Maybe Taurus moon or something Taurus in their chart. I don't know. That's what I just heard. Okay. This person healed their inner child from the love that you gave them. Your compassionate nature, your forgiving nature. Even that you probably already forgave them in the 3D a while ago, but they didn't really believe that because they kept doing this stuff to you, right? Five of Wands, Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups. But you, Cancer, understood that they were dealing battles that you knew nothing about. You had an idea. They may have told you some challenges that they went through in life, and that helped you to have compassion, which is why they felt this from you, and now they're able to communicate this from you because they feel like you're home. They feel like they can be vulnerable and honest with you with their emotions. They're now ready to open their heart to you. They know if they've kept this love in for too long, they can't keep it in anymore because it's going to explode out of their chest. They may be thinking it's wishful thinking. Oh, when pigs fly. Or maybe you're thinking that, Cancer. Oh, yeah, when pigs fly, that's when my masculine is going to come forward and express their emotions. Look, if you're, and I have to say this, it's going to trigger people, but if you were thinking about that, you have to remember, if you are part of a divine counterpart connection, it is a divine connection, meaning it is overseen by God, not you, not your masculine. God controls this connection. He deals with how long somebody needs to heal. He controls how somebody heals, how long it's going to take for them to heal, including you. He controls when the counterparts are ready for union. So the whole pig flying thing, for whoever this is, you better watch your words and your thoughts because you're going to go back to coming from a distorted feminine energy. You need to be fully divine feminine Christ if you want this union to happen. Again, that's embodying compassion, forgiveness, and unconditional love if you are a true divine feminine. So thinking about, yeah, when pigs fly type of thing, where's the faith? Where did your faith go? You've been kind of hoping this deep down inside, hoping for this. But for whoever this is for, if you're doubting and you're thinking, yeah, okay, whatever, I'll see it when I believe it, you cannot go by sight. You have to go by faith. Again, this is a connection ordained by God, a bond that cannot be broken. God says when, where, how. It is not up to you. And if this God realized, he understood that this masculine and you had to take this amount of time to heal, you leave that up to God. That is not up to you. The time in which someone takes to heal is not up to you. That is up to God. And you have to be respectful of that. You had a lot of healing to do too. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want anybody to force you into that or let alone rush you into your healing. Because if you rush and you try to force and you try to control, you won't be ready for the true love that God wants to bring in for you. You won't be this strong, powerful force to be reckoned with so that you don't lose the blessings that God gave you. So there's my spiel. Oh my gosh, I did not expect Cancer's reading to be this long. Anyway, let's see what other guidance we have for you, Cancer. But that's me. My guides always want the truth to come out. And somebody needed to hear some of that. Let's see. You cannot control what God has control over. And some people I know, because there are a lot of masculines that I have seen charts for and I have channeled With the clients that I work with, they have a lot of karma to clear, a lot of childhood wounds to clear. That takes a lot of time. Get some exercise. As your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways. Bottom of the deck is ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. Okay, I'm going to read the book. Get some exercise. It's going to help you get out of Five Pentacles energy here, Cancer. The fairies know the importance of physical activity. They play dance. I talked about dancing. And run around daily to keep themselves in good physical shape. Moreover, they know that exercise is a secret to lasting energy, health, and happiness. It's a wonderful stress reducer that can improve every area of your life, including your career, finances, and relationships. You drew this card because your body's crying out for cardiovascular or muscular stimulation. If you ask the fairies, they'll help you find the time and motivation to exercise in fun ways. Additional messages are, do something physical today. Take a cue from the fairies and take dance lessons. Well, that's kind of funny because dance is coming up. Exercise outdoors in nature to benefit from the fresh air and sunshine, as well as increasing your connection to the fairies. Do yoga, tai chi, or other Eastern exercise techniques. Exercise with your children or other loved ones. Join a sports team to meet new friends. Say positive affirmations to and about your body. Okay, whatever hits your gut, Cancer, that's your message. Or maybe most of that stuff fit your situation. Got to raise your vibration. Ask for what you want. Okay. This card serves as a reminder of the importance of asking for your desires. The universe is much like a restaurant, and that you need to put in your order before anything can happen. Your current situation calls for action on your part. I did talk about asking God and your angels for help. They cannot help you if you don't ask. But if they tell you what to do and you don't take action, then don't expect to get to see the change that they're trying to make to get you to make, okay? Your current situation calls for action on your part. I talked about taking action. First, spend time clarifying your desires. Then tell the universe clearly what you want. You can always qualify your request with the prayer, this or something better, so that you don't unwittingly limit yourself. However, you do need to make a clear decision about your desires. Additional meanings are, be honest with the people in your life. Tell the universe what you want. Write a list of your desires. Have a heart-to-heart talk with someone you're in a relationship with about your needs, boundaries, and expectations. Ask others to help you and accept that aid when it's offered. Expect a positive outcome and your expectations will be rewarded. I'm getting strongly here. Somebody needs to ask others for help. And if somebody's already been offering you help, Cancer, that's God bringing you the help that you've asked for. Okay? Look what's underneath that. Dietary change. Improve your diet and your life will also improve. Yeah, guys, get out of that low vibrational energy. It is not serving you. All right, let's see what other guidance we have from Spirit. What other guidance do we have for Cancer? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, pleading, Syrians, please and thank you. Wow, that didn't take very long. Keep going. The world at times is big and loud, but we'll make sure you're safe and sound. You have total support of God, from God, the universe, guys. You do. Don't give up here. Just keep moving forward. You have to raise your vibration. For those of you in low vibrational energies, believe. Magic is there when you believe, so dream big things you can achieve. I think I was talking about that, was I not? But believe in the impossible, you have to have faith. I said, where's the faith? That's where for somebody with the pigs flying, when pigs fly type of thing, yeah, whatever. If you don't believe it can happen, whatever this is, Cancer, then it won't happen. It's all about what your mindset is. Without faith and without believing in things, it won't happen. Backpack. Get your compass. Adventure is yours. Get out of the city and enjoy the outdoors. Get some exercise. Go on a hike. Take a vacation. Spend time out in nature. Get centered. Maybe go by the water. There's a lot of water energy here. Page of Cups. They're all by the ocean. Okay? This guy's heading to the beach with the Seven of Swords. There's something about, see, ocean. Again, it's like, come on. Some of you need to spend more time in nature. Even backpacking. Like backpacking in Europe, or again, go hiking or something like that. If that's your thing. Okay? Go on an adventure. Do something to raise your vibration. Okay? Let's see what's going on with love and relationships for you. What's going on with love and relationships for Cancer? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Okay, I was like, I had a feeling a stack was going to come out. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay. There's codependency issues with your relationships and with your masculine here. If you're trying to become a true divine feminine, you cannot be codependent on anyone or anything. There might even be drinking here. There might even be drinking with the King of Cups and the Page of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, Seven of Cups is addictions and obsessions with things. Either you or your person has a drinking problem. That's for somebody specific. But as it says, addictions are affecting your romantic life. If addictions are going on, guys, you have to let that person heal. You could very well be having addictions too. Maybe not to alcohol, but for other things. Again, codependency issues. I need love. I need somebody in my life to make me feel whole. No, you don't. No, you don't. This has to go. This has to be cleared, okay? New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Okay, maybe somebody here, you're looking for new love because you can't deal with a connection. Like I said, you want somebody to fulfill you, to make you whole. You don't need that. That comes from within. Maybe there's another suitor here. Maybe you want to look for new love, or there is somebody else in the picture, but you're still kind of connected to your masculine. Again, that bond cannot be broken if you're a divine counterpart. Okay? If you are in a new relationship, but you are codependent on them, you're afraid to be alone, so you got to find somebody else, that is not a divine feminine. That is a distorted feminine. A distorted feminine has no confidence in their abilities. They cannot be by themselves. They can't love themselves, so they go to somebody else to give them that love. No. That does not help you stand in your power. You're still giving your power to somebody else when you can't deal with a connection and you can't deal with being on your own. Be very careful with that for whoever this is for. I did the same thing. Every time I got rejected by my masculine, I went to somebody else, and it was repetitive. I was repeating my karmic cycles. There was no way I was going to heal or come into union with my person if I continued to go find somebody else to fill that void. That's codependency. It is somewhat of an addiction, okay? But your person is also dealing with some codependencies here. Could even be drugs, sex, gambling, a lot of stuff. Forgiving and learning. What did I say about forgiving? As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Exactly what this says. You gain a lot of wisdom from pain and suffering, and you learn how to forgive yourself and others. Right here. You get some serious mastery when you do that. That's some huge leveling up with this. So in your relationships, not just with romantic, but at all your relationships, forgiving and learning is a big thing for you here, Cancer. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. When I say this is ordained by God, you have the support of the angels right there. There's an angel on the boat. They are guiding the both of you. God is trying to give you a true companionship here, a divine connection. But both of you have to do the work, and you have to overcome this need, this issue with forgiving here and with codependencies. All right. Some of you are hoping to have this with your person, but for some, you still have a lot of work to do. But understand that you are being angelically led. You are being protected by the universe, by God. But God's expecting the both of you to do your work here. There's something about being in a honeymoon phase. Some of you like the beginning stages of love, and then when the going gets tough, you back out. And then maybe you find somebody else, right? That's what I did. It doesn't help you at all. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. What did I say about God controls how long, when, where, all of that stuff? When the healing comes down to this, it's all about God's plan, and it happens in divine timing. This person is worth waiting for. The one who's causing the greatest challenges in your life. Your divine masculine, your divine feminine, however you're looking at this, is worth waiting for. It's up to God when you guys are ready, not you. Bottom of the deck is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. This may have not happened in your connection, okay? Where you didn't really spend enough time with each other to really get to know each other. This is kind of like the basis of all this. This is why, things kind of went the way that they did, that they're not harmonious yet, or things aren't working out because you didn't really give yourselves time to get to know each other. Again, honeymoon phase for some of you, like the bubble, the lovey-dovey stuff that happens at the beginning of a relationship, and then the bubble bursts, and it's like, oh, I can't. I got to go to something else. Maybe the grass is green on the other side. Not when you're in a divine connection. It doesn't work like that. Look what's after this. Separation. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. Separation. Again, the hermit, the Hierophant, solitude. You have to be in separation in order to do your work. That's the point of separation. That's when you do your leveling up. You can't have your person there. There's no hand holding. None of that. For others of you, there's a trip that you're going to be going on. Again, when you get this communication. Oh, and the Eight of Wands is air travel. That is traveling. Some of you are traveling, or maybe you're actually taking a plane to go somewhere. I'm hearing Italy or Europe. That's probably why I said backpacking in Europe. There's something about Europe here. I don't know why I'm getting that. Gondolas, Italy, something like that. Or, I just heard Vegas. Because Vegas does have gondola rides there, because there's the Venetian. Anyway, I don't know where that came from, but that came through. Maybe you're going to Vegas or something, and you're going on this really nice trip there or something like that. But there's something with gondolas. There's something about how this person wants to take a trip with you. Again, strategically planning, secret planning, something is coming in. There could be a trip. Some of the others of you have learned to forgive. You forgave yourself, you forgave your masculine, you forgave everybody who did you wrong, who betrayed you, who deceived you, who lied to you, right? So now with this new love, what this means to me is, if this, with your masculine here, for those of you who've done the work, this is a new love, but this is because you guys haven't experienced a love like this before. It's going to be very euphoric, okay? It's going to be blissful, but that's because you guys are operating from your divine selves, all right? You guys have healed from this codependency stuff. And because you guys were patient and you understood that divine timing was at play, you're like, you know what? I know this is my person. This is worth waiting for. Because you know that there's no other person like your masculine, your feminine, whoever this is. And you trusted, you believed, you kept going with these two cards. I have to keep going because you know in your heart space, you're very intuitive. You felt that love in your heart, that this was your person and that everything was going to be fine. And you guys are going to be getting to know each other, definitely. Having heart-to-heart conversations, a lot is going to be talked about. And for some, a lot is going to be talked about on this trip. or whatever this is, taking something around the holiday. It could be Memorial Day or 4th of July or something like that. But then holiday, you know, in Europe, it's a vacation, right? So it doesn't have to be an actual holiday. But you guys are really going to be doing some talking here, some heart-to-heart conversations. All right, so okay, that was a lot of channel messages. All right, Cancer, hopefully this helps you. Okay, if you would like a personal reading or a live coaching session or even a live reading, because I do those. If you want a live tarot reading, just put in the box in the form when you're at checkout what reading you would like, and we can set up a time, or what you put in the calendar will do the time to do the live tarot reading if you want to sit with me on that. Those tend to be really engaging. They're a lot of fun because I have some clients who like to do those, and they're very, very powerful readings. But anyway, you want to do that, go to capellawellness.com, check out my service suite. There are links for that stuff in the description box below. Or if you would like to purchase multiple readings and save money on them and get a bonus reading out of that, I would suggest you purchase a Capella Tarot reading package. If you go to capellawellness.com, you guys are smart, you can find that on my website, or you can click on the link below to go straight to the packages page. And you can schedule them in advance, okay? You don't have to put them all in 1 week or all in 1 day. If you want to push them out, that's fine. Any questions you may have about this reading or anything in general, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, whether it's from my website or in the email that's in the description box, okay? All right, Cancer, that concludes your reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.